Okay.
This is July the 5th. 30 days after my last video of this here, and the melons was just barely starting coming out of the patch here. Now, we started seeing some the size of pecans on the 18th of June, and you can, if you go back and look at my video of number 2, which I did today, and they just barely was starting runners. Now here's a melon right here. I can get her over here to this camera, and I want to show you a melon. This is a big watermelon, and you can see that little fella right there. That melon right there, I would say, just an estimate, would go over 20 pounds. That's a big watermelon. And there's 3 right here. The other 2 is not as big. And then we look right here, and we're going to find another watermelon, and let's see. That may be all of them right directly there. But there's lots of melons in there I can't even find that they wilted down today. Well, here's 2 more right here. Here's a pair of twins. See them fellas right there? There's 2 of them right there, and then we got one right here. And I don't know. They're everywhere. You can't find them. There's so many of them. And I got an old buddy named Buddy Herring. He was here on the 18th, and he's out in Utah right now. I wish he gets back in time so I can show him this melon here. Here's one right here on the end that's a pretty good melon right there too. And it was about the size of a hen egg when he was here the 18th, or maybe even smaller than that. But we've got 5 melons right over here in one spot, and these are called the big stripe. I think I'll get some that'll weigh 30 pounds on this thing here. See, there's one right there, and here's a smaller one right here, and here's 3 more right beside of it. See, we got 3. There's one, here's one, here's one. You know, but there is places we ain't got no melons out there, and who knows what's out in the middle of that patch. You can't get in there to it. Now, hopefully I don't lose some melons because I don't know where they're at. We'll head up this way here, and I noticed today that you know, where these vines are wilting down out here, that where was it I found it? I found a couple great big ones I didn't even know existed. Yeah, right out here in the middle. Hon, if you shine that camera, get up on that bed there, and you can see them. See them right out there? There's some fellers right out there. They're all through there, I'm sure. I just don't know where they're all at. I can't find them. Anyway, every once in a while you'll lose one. I had to throw a few away over here, this rod away. A lot of times you get a great big one on there, and it just sucks it all away from the others. And as she walks along here, you can see some of the melons. There's a dandy here too. I would say that thing right there won't miss 20 pounds very much. But there's a good melon. And then we got melons over here that looking pretty good. This is one of the earlier ones, and right here's a pretty good melon right there. We ain't gonna go down that patch because they're just, I don't want to damage my vines. And here's a pretty good melon, and then we had a little one right here that just got starved out. It's just rotted away, you know. But there's lots of melons out here, and I'm finally getting some melons on this one end up here. Now these here has been here about 5 days now. This old big melon here, not all that big, but it's because this here don't get that much sunshine. I don't know if that melon will do much or not. It's kind of lopsided, but look at that melon right there. That thing is taking off and doing good, and I'm sure I got melons, more melons down through here. So we're going to keep record of everything, and then I've got one right over here that's going to be hard for her to even get onto. I'll try to show it to you. It's about the size of a hen egg. Can you see it there, hon? Put that pole there by it. See it?
Yeah.
About a hen egg size there. Now, when we take our video again in about 30 days to update how we're doing, I'm sure we'll have a lot of these melons already picked and sold out of here. But I got a waiting list for them. And we'll go up here in the field and show you what we're doing here with the crimsons. Boy, this heat we've had today is really taking a toll on my vines. I hope they don't die out. They're looking pretty rough. Some of them are. So we'll head up here, and remember the ones I had in the tub up here, they're just little plants. Well, these didn't have no rabbit manure on them. They're just rotten cow manure and dirt we sifted out, and there's leftover plants. And look here, we've got melons in there. I'll bring her up through here. I think I counted right in the bed itself 7 of them the other day. See that nut there? That's pretty good, and here's a good one here about the size of a cantaloupe. So they will make it in tubs, and I've got some seed planted down here, down below the fence here, and these tubs right here, we're gonna here in a few days when they plants come up, we're gonna plant some yellow crimson sweets, and we'll see what they do. Maybe they'll come off about the last week of September, but we'll walk down through here and I'll show you what the old heat's doing to our vines. And you can see our soil is still good and wet, but man, it's just taking a toll on them. I think next year I will put some maybe paper bags or something down to keep the heat off of them, and maybe sand over it. I'm going to put more sand in my soil because I had a lot of cracks, but I don't know. I hope these vines don't die out. Some of them look like they're in bad shape. But we got lots of crimsons here, melons, and here's one up here that's pretty good size. It wasn't even on there a while back. It's probably about 12 to 13 pounder here, and then we got some probably 15, 16 pound crimsons up here. We'll show you a good crimson right here. We got a neighbor up there, he just can't wait. These melons are ready. He loves crimsons. He's got melons up there too that I took up there, but that's a good melon. Here's a good melon. You know, they're not that far off there. I think maybe by the 16th, that's what it was last year. There's another good melon right there, you know. There's a few of them in here. I hope that they go ahead and make it. If the vines do die out, a lot of times they'll go ahead and make a melon, but you have to put like a towel over it so it don't get sunburned. That's what we do here on the farm, and we're going to go up here to orange meated watermelon. These are the gold stripes. Well, I've got a list of them there. I'm just going to have to sell them by the halves. We got so many people want them, they ain't going to have that many. There's maybe 25 melons out there. But they're not about 10 days off, I would say, just a guessing at it. Come on up here, hon, so we can get the pictures of these melons. See this melon right here? Them don't get about 22 to 25 pounds. Them's called gold strikes, and they're orange meated. We've got where them flags are at, that's a sign of a watermelon. And if we do, see there's a good one right there. Right there, I don't know what he'll weigh, but when it gets good and waxy color, that's when they're supposed to be ready. That's a dandy melon right there. But we'll head back down here to this other late patch. What I need to do next year is put plants out every 30 days. That way I have some put out in May the 1st, and then some out in June the 1st, and then in July. That way I stagger them, I can take care of them much better. Anyway, right here we got a bunch of crimsons here. Anyway, see there's some nice crimson right there's a nice crimson. And that bed is just still good and moist. I may not water these here tonight. You know, that could be my problem. I'm overwatering them too, but if I had plastic or something down, the vines wouldn't get as wet. And that way I'd have the soaker hoses underneath, because you really just don't get no rain here. I think for the month of June we had 1 inch and 85 hundredths. And
it's almost over.
And that's all it right now. Come down here and let me get the okra on there. It's posted at different locations. These okras, 42 days old. See, they get little heads on them. They like 2 weeks, and then they should have okra, you know, like blooming within the next 12 days. And that's my okra, and it's looking pretty doggone good. There was 22 come up out of 25 of them, and you ever do replant a seed on okra, it just gets choked out and it don't never do no good. This is my 5th year on it, so what you plant is what you get. Okay? So next time we talk to you, we'll try to, if we have a good melon we're gonna cut and eat, we'll cut it anyway. So we will have